So my name is Amy Griffiths and I'm a director in Moore Stephens in London. I've had more than 13 years experience in audit practice, looking after clients ranging from startups to large multinational companies in the technology and media sectors. And I have broad experiences in IFRS. Sorry, can I start this slide again? I think there was some noise in the background. My name is Amy Griffiths and I'm a director in Moore Stephens in London. I have more than 13 years experience in audit practice, looking after clients ranging from startups to large multinational companies in the technology and media sectors, and I have broad experience in IFRS. This webcast is part of a series looking at new revenue standard ASC 606 and IFRS 15. In this podcast, we will focus on step 4 of the standard, being allocating the transaction price to performance obligations. We're going to look at the methodology used to allocate the price and how to allocate discounts. In this example, Simple Software Co. enters into a bundled agreement to supply a customer with a 1-year license agreement and post-contract support services, or PCS, in the form of technical support. The agreement totals $100,000, and the company has determined that each of these components are considered to be distinct services and therefore separate performance obligations. In allocating the transaction price, Superfast Software Co. will need to consider the relative standalone selling price of each distinct service. Superfast Software Co. sells a license as a standalone service at a cost of $98,000, but it does not sell the PCS separately. How does it allocate the price? The standard suggests that the suitable methods for estimating a standalone selling price is adjusted market assessment approach, expected cost plus approach, and the residual approach, but only if the selling price is highly variable or uncertain. In this case, Simple Software Co. has access to market information and notes that competitors charge between $25,000 and $35,000 per annum on a multi-year contract for the same services. If the company were to adopt a residual approach, it would allocate only $2,000 to the post-company services. This is unlikely to be appropriate. The company has observed a range of market prices which are substantially higher than the residual amount, and the range may not be considered highly variable. So we're left with adjusted market approach or expected plus approach. In this case, Simple Software has looked at market conditions and entity-specific factors when determining an estimated standalone price. In particular, it considered the direct competitor selling prices and how similar those services were, including the length of the contract. It noted the range was between $25,000 and $35,000. It notes that some of the services are available only for longer periods than the contract they are currently considering, and as such will need to make an allowance for that. It also looked at if the services themselves were identical or similar, and again adjusted the price in relation to this. It also considered market trends and the company size of market. Internally, it looked at pricing practices and their own specific customization. After undertaking this assessment, Simple Software has concluded that the estimated standalone price is $28,000. In this example, as we can see, the license is priced at $98,000, which is based on directly observable standalone prices, and technical support based on the adjusted market assessment of $26,000. Meaning the same to, can we start again at the beginning of this slide? In this example, as we can see, the license is priced at $98,000. Which is based on directly observable standalone prices, and the technical support based on the adjusted market assessment is $28,000, meaning the sum of the two parts adds up to more than the bundled contract, giving rise to a discount of $26,000. Next, we will look at how to allocate this discount. this case, as there is no evidence that the discount belongs to one distinct service, it is allocated proportionally over the performance obligations. However, if evidence suggests that the discount was in relation to one of the performance obligations, then this would be adjusted for in the allocation. Thank you, and this concludes this example.